Thank you, ma'am. Now, the final thing we're going to do is we're going to teach you some traditional West African dance called cuckoo. Can you say cuckoo? Okay. Cuckoo is from Guinea, West Africa. And cuckoo is the dance that happens when the fishermen come back from the waters and everybody in the village eats. That's all we're asking for, right? We just want to eat, right? That's what we want to do, right? That's all. That's what we're asking for. So we're going to teach you some steps to cuckoo. If we can have a couple of the ladies to go up there, okay? So, our first step, I'm going to say, mine goes up, mine goes up, mine goes up. We're going to bust out. And then, our first step, we're going to say 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to step 2 to the right, like a bus stop. 2 to the left. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. Okay? That's our first step. The drummers are going to give us a signal. Oh, let's add the arms. We're going to add arms. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. 2 to the right. 2 to the left. 2 to the right. Baby, baby. Very good. Our second step. We're going to step. Right foot, left foot, jump. Break it down now. Right foot, left foot, jump. Break it down. Right foot, left foot, jump. Break it down. Right foot, left foot. Okay? So we got 2 now. What's the 2? 2 to the right. 2 step. 2 to the left. 2 step. 2 to the right. 2 step. 2 to the left. And right foot, left foot, jump. Break it down now. Alrighty, and one more. Number 3, we're going to take 1 step, 1 jump, and then 3 jumps, okay? We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go. 1, 1. Hands out. 1, 2. Shake your hand. 1, 2. Shake your hand, okay? And after we do those 3 steps, we're going to do something like, it's kind of like a wiggle leg, okay? So our legs are going to go out, out, out. And we're going to keep on jumping. And our hands are going to go out, left, right, left, right, left. So let's try all of that together, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Shake your hand and wiggle legs, wiggle legs, wiggle legs, wiggle legs. This is just energy. This is energy. All right? All right, the ladies are going to come. Can y'all back up a little bit for me? Thank you. We need a lot of energy to come out of y'all. A lot of energy. Okay? All righty. Y'all ready? Let's hear it. Y'all ready?
You ready? Let's do it. Tell me your name and the name of your organization and what's going on here. Brother Russell with the Black Agenda Group. Brother Russell with the Black Agenda Group, and we are here at the Rally for Reparations. I'm one of the co-founders of the Black Agenda Group, and we just wanted to bring an African experience. Before we protest, we got to know who we are as a people. So before we ask for these small things, we got to ask for real things. And we wanted to rally behind reparations, rally behind reparations, but at the same time, teaching our people about our culture and about our nation. So the Black Agenda Group, Rally for Reparations, Brother Russell.
Tell me what's happening out here tonight, the entertainment?
So like with our rally and our protest, we wanted the people to have an experience. The whole mission of our company is to rebrand activism. So we want activism, like we want to be able to recruit like kids like this, you know what I'm saying? To instead of want to be a rapper, we want them to be an activist and grow up and want to be a freedom fighter. So this is like what we're trying to do, is rebrand activism and put a new face for activism.
If people want to join you or connect with you, how can they connect with you?
If you want to join the Black Agenda Group, follow us at the Black Agenda Group, and you can follow me at the Hustle brand. I go by the name of Brother Russell, or you can go to theblackAgendaGroup.com.
Thank you so much. We enjoyed being here, celebrating, fighting the good fight. I'm going to bring Tara, Yael, Mia up here. These are the people that are going to be leading us in a minute. Mia, she's a 16-year-old at North Springs. Tara, 18-year-old at Kennesaw State. 19-year-old at Franklin University. Over here, our musicians. We have Jabri here. Jabri's a big community supporter with us. Look, he said he's just helping out. Just helping out. Mark and Sean, I think they already walked to the back. Sean's 13. Mark is wrong. Just want to say we're here representing the entire Atlanta African and Drum community. Uhuru has been here for well over 25 years. And if you don't know anything about Africa, the Africans that came on this side of the world, there was over 90% of Africans that came from West Africa to the East Coast. Over 90%. So if you have a touch of African blood in you, it's probably from West Africa. Probably from West Africa. So this is the way that we connect with our ancestors. This is the way that we connect with one another. This is the way that we connect with the world. And we're so grateful to be here to make that connection between what we're doing and the fight that's continuously happening. Thank you all so much. I'm going to stop talking now. I think that's enough.
Black people, make some noise for yourself. This is a rally for reparations, you all. My name is Justin Murray. I'm a co-chair of the Black Agenda Group. We are the organization that put this rally together. We really wanted this rally to have a different vibe. You know, we know the protest started with the killing of George Floyd. We know it continued with the killing of Rayshard Brooks. We know that one of the focal points of the protest was police brutality, getting police reform, and defunding the police, right? Brother Russell and I, we were conversating one day, and we were thinking, you know, what happens with black people after police stopped beating us and killing us, right? And the only thing we have is not fearing our lives when we get pulled over and when we encounter the police. But we know there's so much going on with the social conditions that we live in that have to be changed. We have to attack the system. We know police brutality is just a symptom of the overall virus called systemic racism, right? Does everybody know the definition of reparations? Well, I asked my good friend Google to help me out here, right? You know we all go to Google when we don't know a word. So reparations is making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wronged. 250 years of slavery was wrong, right? 90 years of Jim Crow segregation was wrong, right?
Yeah.
60 years of separate but equal was wrong, right? Yeah. 80 years of mass incarceration was wrong, right? Right. Police homicides are wrong. Wrong. Police beatings are wrong. Wrong. The only thing that's going to right those wrongs is for America to have atonement for the original sins of slavery, Jim Crow segregation, mass incarceration, and the brutality that currently exists in our communities and neighborhoods now. All right? This is a rally for reparations. We wanted to have a different vibe because we're asking for a different cause at this point, right? We know that George Floyd was killed for a counterfeit $20 bill. We know that Eric Gardner was killed for selling Lucy cigarettes. We know Mike Brown was killed about a pack of cigarillos. Overall, that ain't even $40, right? If we had reparations, economic empowerment, economic reform, that wouldn't happen to those brothers, right? We want something that's going to change the lives of us currently and the lives of our generation. We need to lessen the wealth gap. Right now, the average black American family has $10,000 worth of net worth, right? The average white family has $140,000, right? This is what they pass down generation to generation. Basically, we pass down the used Honda to our kids, and they pass down houses, right? Those houses help them pay for college, help them when they're having health care issues, help them when they want to start a business, and that's what we want. Those 250 years of slavery, we built this country. It's the reason why this sign doesn't say we're asking for, and we're saying we demanding this, right? We're not being nice about this no more. We're not being cordial about this no more. We demanding this. But at the same time, it's something that we have to do simultaneously. We have to create black businesses. We have to support black businesses. Yes. We have to revitalize the communities that we have. Yes. We have to rebrand the black image in the media. Yes. These are things that we could do on our own while we wait, right? While we're waiting and being patient for the laws to pass to give us our reparations. One of the things we wanted to bring awareness to, and I'm going to end this, is H.R. 40. There is currently a bill that was introduced in Congress last year that is going to develop a committee to study the feasibility, the effectiveness of reparations in the black community. Not only are they going to study it, but they're going to develop the remedies. That means if it's going to be cash, if it's going to be land, how it's going to be dispersed. So we need to make sure you go out and vote for politicians that support H.R. 40. Look it up. H.R. 40. We got signs out here that say support it. We got Cobra out here to teach us more about it. Everybody, this is a rally for reparations. This is the Black Agenda Group. Brother Russell.
Y'all give it up for Brother Justin. Hey. Hey, real quick, I just want to say I've been knowing this brother since 6th grade. You know what I'm saying? 6th grade. So this is what happened when black men, black women, black families, black communities, allies of black communities start changing the conversation from 6'9" to Martin Luther King in 69. We start talking about bad baby. We start talking about how the educational system is bad for our babies. We stop talking about cocaine music group, and we talk about how cocaine destroyed our family as a bigger group. That's right. So this is what happened when we free our mind. You know what I'm saying? We got to take back our image first. You got to believe that you a king before you act like a king. That's right. You got to believe you a queen before you act like a queen. So that's what we're doing right here. We have a goal for this. We're not just marching and singing for y'all to stop beating us. We saying, look, y'all owe us some money. Y'all owe us some land. Y'all gave away land. Let's rally behind that. You know, so before we continue, I'm going to bring up, you know what I'm saying, a really special young man who's been around the movement his whole life. He's been around seeing this his whole life, and he has the youth community behind him, you know what I'm saying? And he took some time out of his day. He didn't have to, but he's here because he wants to. So we gotta praise the influencers that use their influence for a positive meaning. That's right. So if y'all can please make some noise for Damani Harris right now, man. Make some noise.
1 minute, copy that.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. This is all for a great cause. I don't got too much to say. I want to say we've been out here and it's been very peaceful. You know, the media try to turn a lot of things into something that is really not and try to make us look like monsters or animals. Or I just want to remind everybody we've been out here. We've been very peaceful, been very positive, and I do believe Black Lives Matter. And I feel like people don't understand this because they don't want to understand this. It's not that hard to understand this. We just want to be respected. We just want to be equal just like everybody else. And we say Black Lives Matter. Of course, all lives are supposed to matter, but we're saying Black Lives Matter because it don't look like that on the TV screen. It don't look like that on the news.
Okay.
Well, thank you guys for coming out. That's all I wanted to say. Continue to be positive. Continue to believe in yourself. You can do anything you put your mind to. I'm Damani Harris. Thank you guys.
All right. Somebody said, what do we want? All right, so it goes, what do we want, justice? When do we want it now? What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
Hey, where the drums at? What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Now.
All right, cool. So we're going to keep it going, man. We got an amazing lineup, and like I said, man, this is a youth-driven movement, and I've been seeing this sister, man, the first time I seen her speak, it was right here, actually, for the AUC rally, and I just been seeing this sister, like, really using her influence. Again, she was already popping everywhere, but she using her influence to talk about freedom, to talk about liberation. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted to inspire the women, because black women, y'all make some noise real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right. All women make some noise.
Represent.
All women make some noise. You know what I'm saying?
Represent, Queens, represent.
So she's stepping in the shoes of Ida B. Wells, Assata Shakur, and those before her. And this woman is powerful. This sister is powerful, folks. So if y'all can please make some noise for my good sister, Quee.
Make some noise, y'all.
Come on, y'all. Make some noise.
Make some noise.
Hi, how's everybody doing today? Sorry. And all right, thank you guys so much for being here today. Brother Russell kept saying my name wrong. It's not Quee, it's Cree. It's okay though. It's perfectly fine. So I need 3 volunteers that are not of color. With the
Teach,
mask.
Queen, teach. Come around.
You, right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Can you guys come up here? All right. Round of applause for our volunteers.
All right, represent. Make some noise.
Ooh, can we all fit up there? Yeah. All right, so can you guys just tell me very briefly why you're here today?
I'm here today because I believe that Black Lives Matter, and I think that we need to end this systemic racism that's going rampant inside of our country. And I'm sick and tired of my friends dealing with things that I don't deal with in my life. I don't have to drive around and worry for my life. And I'm just like, it's really not fair. And I'm here to protest that. And
Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
I'm here to help defend the rights that should be kept in place and the more rights that y'all should have. And I'm here specifically fighting for a person I consider my sister. She is black. I love her. And I literally can't put enough into words how much this movement means to me and how much I will continue to fight.
I'm here to just be another person to just take a stance against what I'm seeing in this country. And I'm here today because I am really not in favor of the patriotism that a lot of people are going for right now with the fireworks and all that. I'd really rather spend my time doing this and being among all of you people today.
That's it.
Perfect. All right, thank you guys so much. Now, in you being here, I didn't hear not one of you mention that you're going to use your privilege. Now, I don't if you understand what privilege means.
Preach.
But privilege means going home safely.
That's right.
Privilege means getting a job right after college. You don't even have to go to college, honestly. Privilege means not being subjected to immediate homelessness if you can't afford it.
That's right.
Privilege means pulling someone up and educating them. Because when you're hit, when you are hit every single day, when you fear for your life every single day, when you can't see because your life doesn't matter, when society pushes you out of the way every single day, and you don't know why, when you can't hide that you're black,
That's right.
you can hide that you're gay, you can keep that shit inside as long as you can. We cannot hide the color of our skin, so we need for you to stop hiding your damn privilege.
That's right. Teach.
And you can say black on black crime. Guess what? We don't have too many choices. It's kill or be killed where we're from. It's only the streets where we come from. We don't get no funding. We don't get no housing. We can't open businesses. So while you're just here, frolicking, frenzying, posting on social media, we need for you to use that privilege. When you go back to your racist family, you tell them black people are not animals.
That's right.
You tell them Rayshard Brooks was a person.
That's right.
They kneeled on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. And that is only a fraction of the time that y'all have been kneeling on us. A fraction. It is not okay for you to not use your privilege. At all. It is not okay for you to frolic and frenzy in our communities. It's not okay for you to take everything from us. And granted, it may not be just you, but you're a part of the problem. You being here is not it. You being here is not enough. So I need for you to understand, when you go back home, 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 you understand how we feel, because this is how we feel every day. I was assaulted by an officer. He put me in handcuffs. He grabbed me like this and he tased me. I was assaulted. We are assaulted every single day. We are assaulted every single day. And I want you to know that we need your help.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Guys, I understand that.
It's a lesson.
I understand that. 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 I understand that.
It's just a lesson, Queen. Continue.
So when you go home,
That's right.
I need for you to tell somebody. When you guys go home, I need for you to understand that yes, we walk around and we pretend to be okay, but it is something much deeper inside of us.
Hey y'all, listen, let me sit down. We're gonna have a discussion after this. We gonna talk to everybody after this. But I understand. We're gonna have a conversation. Let her finish her demonstration.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, guys. So am I not able to listen? Am I not able to speak? Am I not able to speak? Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you okay? Did I hurt you? Are you okay? Are you going to be okay? Do you feel like I offended you? No, be honest. Do you feel like I offended you?
I kind of feel bad that I did mention my privilege. But I have been out here every single day from the first day. I'm going to make sure that you out. Are you guys
Are you okay, sir?
I'm all right, everybody. I knew what I was getting into when I volunteered. I'm up here to do whatever it takes.
Thank you. Okay,
This
so
is what we experience every day in America. It's okay if they experience it
it is
for
every
5
single
minutes.
day.
We go through this every single day. It's okay if they volunteer to experience, because we don't volunteer to experience the black experience. We're gonna wrap
They
it.
volunteer.
We're gonna wrap it up and move forward with our show. We're gonna wrap it up and move forward with our show.
Why are you so loud? Why are you so loud? Are you done? Are you done?
Thank you.
Okay.
We're gonna move on with our show. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you, Queen, for coming up and providing that lesson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all make some noise for Queen
Y'all
right
make
quick.
some noise. Make some noise for the Queen.
And we can have a
Come up here and be
conversation
soldier.
after. We can talk. We can solve.
Hey guys, we're gonna keep moving.
All right, come on, DJ.
Yeah.
We're gonna vibe to some music real quick. Come on, just vibe to some music
So
real
rally
quick.
for reparations. Hey. Hey.
Hey,
We'll be all right.
we're gonna be all right, y'all.
That's it. Hey. Yeah.
Where Griggs at? Griggs. Black. All right. We need everybody to come in close. We keeping it. Y'all make some noise, The crowd make some noise.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hard conversations going.
Real conversation.
But you feeling something. You walking away from this rally, you feeling something right now. So, like I said, we bringing people that's been in this fight for a long time. And this brother has been fighting. Can we get everybody attention, please? Everybody attention up front, please. This next brother has been fighting for rights of everybody for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He's organized countless rallies. He's been doing a lot longer than I have, you know? So everybody say, power! Come on, let's hear y'all. Come on, y'all. Somebody say power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
Right now!
Right now.
Right now!
Right now.
Say power!
Right now.
Power!
Power.
Power!
Power.
All right, y'all give it up for Attorney Griggs right now.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on, guys? Do y'all realize the significance of what you're doing right now? 37 straight days. 37 straight days of protest. And we are finally talking about the root issue. The root issue is the repair of a people.
That's it.
The root issue is what white supremacy has done to people of melanated color, people that have melanin in their bodies. And I'm proud of you. I'm thoroughly proud as somebody who's organized many of the rallies, many of the protests. But we cannot get distracted. We cannot get distracted because there are some brothers that can't be here, like Rayshard Brooks, like Jimmy Atchison, like Oscar Kane,
Say his name.
like Kane Rogers,
Say his name.
like Veltavius Griggs,
Say his name.
like Corey Ward,
Say his name.
like Kathryn Johnston,
Say her name.
like Alexia Christian.
Say her name.
So when you have an issue, you have to get to the root cause of the issue. And the root cause of this issue started 401 years ago with slaves, not indentured servants, not individuals who chose to come here, but individuals that were bound hand and foot dragged off a boat at Jamestown and forced to work the land. And we are here 401 years later, demanding that we get our just restitution, our just repair. And so as an attorney, I know exactly what that means. Because after a criminal issue, you have to pay a fine and restitution. But what happens when you murder, rape, pillage, and try to destroy the very essence of a people? What is the recompense for that? And so that's the question that America must ask itself on its birthday. And I stand here like my brother Frederick did. What is independence for the descendants of African chattel slaves? What is our 4th of July? It's called Juneteenth. And so as we force America to be what it says on paper for everybody, it's time for us as a people to come together in unity and demand from our government what is just and what is right. No 40 acres, no mule, no land, no money, no nothing. So how can you tell a man or a woman to pull themselves up from their bootstraps when they don't have any shoes? How can you tell a people to deliver themselves from poverty when you put them off the plantation with nothing? So as a fifth generation Georgia, a son of this red clay, it's time for Georgia. It's time for America to live up to the reason why they popping them doggone fireworks.
That's right.
Because we tired. We been tired. And when you see a brother have his neck be kneeled on for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, when you see a brother off of University and Pride shot in the back and kicked, what do you think's gonna happen? So I'm proud of these organizers.
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys brought...
Y'all can clap for that.
Yeah, you can clap for that.
You can clap for that.
You guys brought the solution to the protests. It's time for us to make America realize equity and equality for all. So I heard the new slogan. We heard it through the march. Cut the check.
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 Because when you cut the check, we will rebuild Black Wall Street. When you cut the check, we will rebuild Sweet Auburn. When you cut the check, you're going to see how a people rise like the phoenix from the ashes, like this city did. And so I am proud of these organizers. I'm proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. The NAACP stands shoulder to shoulder with you, demanding reparations and demanding it now. So I want you to do me a favor. When you go home, I want you to research House Resolution 40. Then I want you to get on your cell phone. I want you to Google every single person that is signed on to the bill and send them an email. Tell them we want it now. And then I want you to Google all the people that have said, no, we're not going to talk about reparations right now. It costs too much. We're not ready for that conversation. Tell them we're going to vote you out.
That's it.
We're going to vote you out.
Out of here.
Because it's time. 401 years. It's been time. We've been tired. It's about time you cut the check. So again, we stand with you. We will continue this protest until we get justice for every single family that has been the victim of police brutality. But it's time for America to realize that your black brothers and sisters are demanding. We're not asking anymore. We're not begging. We're not just marching to get exercise. Because the next march, we might pull up. You know we like to pull up.
Yeah, we do.
And there's a guy who had a speech yesterday with about 7,000 people, and he's hiding in his bunker. He goes back to Washington behind his wall. Well, we got a message for you. November the 3rd, We're going to pull up. And for any politician that's not talking reparations, go on and clean out your closet because you're going to be sent home. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all make some noise for Attorney Griggs.
Make some noise, y'all.
Yes, yes.
All right, so listen, I know we're still in coronavirus mode, but if people do want to get closer, we got a really special guest, like a super duper special guest, and we want everybody to see it and stuff like that. So we get people to come to the stage because we want them to feel this energy. You know what I'm saying? We want them to feel this energy. And this young brother is ultra talented. I met him when he was, maybe like 14 years old with Fresh Empire, and he was one of the finalists of the rap game.
Yes,
Jermaine Dupri, saw him, scouted him, and things like this. And I need y'all to get this man, y'all. He's about to do some acapella, and a lot of rappers can't do nothing acapella because the beats make the whole song. You know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to I really stress respect when it comes to artists. So if you want to talk, please just go down the hill, go get you some food. But I need this next artist. He flew down here. He got on his own money, flew himself down here, and said, I got to be a part of this rally. You know what I'm saying? So y'all give it up for the finalist of the rap game. He goes by the name of Sire.
Make some noise.
Sire.
Yo, 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 yo. For those of y'all that don't know me, I go by the name of Sire. Firstly, it's important to me, and this is why I chose to not go with the beat. It's important to me that you all realize I'm out here just as Sire, just as a person, you know what I'm saying, beyond the music, you know what I'm saying, beyond all that, you know what I'm saying, behind all that, because this isn't an issue that's happening in the music industry. This is bigger than all that, and I don't feel like musically is where, you know what I'm saying, it's important. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have to use my platform now to just provide a voice for movements like this, and that's why I'm out here today. It's beautiful to see different people, different colors, you know what I'm saying, different backgrounds, possibly different preferences, all that, you know what I'm saying, all gathered together for one cause. I know all of you are outraged, and all of us, though, at the end of the day, still have hope, though, and I feel like that's what's important. So, moving forward, let's keep that and let's exercise that. Equality. I envision the definition coming to fruition through premonitions, but here we are going to find it. What is it? And don't say, well, back in the day we struggled to find it, but in this time it's no, I'll be honest. When honest slaves signed this thing called the Emancipation Proclamation, he said, be honest, point it really be equal. See, he was taking into consideration that we were all created as people. In them days, they was evil. In diverse love, we felt that given. So we hope to expel division. He hoped to expel restrictions, but they still forced upon us limitations with those black codes. Look them up. What happened to, even if they're black, embrace kids? Wait, they did. We were embraced with hatred, disgusting faces, casting innocent necessity to carry gas, malicious intent swept their expectations. Now back to those black codes. We should be past those. But cats that ain't even black, no. They still crack those black jokes, and that's the least of it. Because you can be blind and see. We're handcuffed by society and executed by cops and economy. Is that equality? Then say it with me. Equality. Yeah, that. Think about that as we speak, because it's that we seek. Regardless of complexion, sexual preference, or anatomy. And that's the opposite of how it was in the past, but see, that's not how it has or even had to be. We ain't got to be lovey-dovey to accept each other happily and not discriminate, and that's equality. And it's the last thing, so wait, listen. I don't care if you're man, women, gay, straight, listen, embrace difference. Me and Dr. King shared a dream. That's the first step to strengthening this place and making it way different. I love all y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, my bad. Y'all can all follow me on Instagram at SIRE_YD1. Again, SIRE_YD1.
Y'all make some noise for Sire. That was fire. I ain't even gonna try to rhyme though, right? All right, look. So, the National Coalition of Reparations, of Blacks for Reparations in America, has been putting in this work for over 30 years, right? Right here, we have the president of the Atlanta chapter right here to represent, to educate us more, to make us more aware of reparations and how that impact our lives in a positive way.
All right, Brother Jumoke. When I say conversation, you say reparations. Conversation. Conversation. When I say conversation, you say reparations. Conversation. All right. Now, this is what we want our conversation to be about, everything. No matter what the issue is, it comes back to reparations. Earlier today, when I was thinking about what I wanted to say, and I was listening to Brother Russell earlier when we were at Centennial Park by CNN station, and he said mostly of what I wanted to say. He said a lot of what I wanted to say in terms of connecting the dots. But there's a couple things I think that is very important that I share with you, and I want to do so like I was thinking about, like we're gonna call this like rally class. Is that all right? We have a little teaching going on right now. You learn a little bit about reparations. Is that all right? Is that all right? I can't hear you. Talk back to me. Is that all right? All right. First of all, let me acknowledge Brother Russell. It's interesting how these things work because I used to, when I was a young man in my 20s, I worked for his mother. And I also got advice from his father when I started my own business. So you see how these things connect, right? When he started talking about reparations, she said, you need to talk to Brother Jumoke because he's been doing this work. I just wanted to make that connection because all this work that we do is about connections and relationships. So one of the things that's important, and I love Brother Justin looked up the definition of reparations. That's important that you understand the definition of reparations. But I also want you to understand the United Nations definition of reparations, because that is very important. We want everyone to become familiar with that definition. Because the United Nations definition of reparations, what that does is it allows for what Russell said earlier today, for reparations to address all of the problems in our community. Everybody say all of the problems in the black community. All of the problems. Holistically, say holistically. Systematically and comprehensively. Now why is that? So you have to know. And also let me just share why I'm up here because I might forget. I also have another capacity in the community. I'm jumping around a little bit, but it's all good. I have another capacity in the community. I stand here before you as the Vice President of the Republic of New Africa. Because the Republic of New Africa, you may or may not know, when we talk about an Independence Day, we talk about the Independence Day of this country. They got independent from a nation. We haven't got our independence yet. Juneteenth is not our Independence Day. Independence is when we have our own nation state. Again, Russell talked about some of it earlier today, and I'm not going to get into a lot of detail about that right now. And I was asked to focus on reparations. But this brother here is standing with me today as security because, as I said, I represent, and he's not protecting me per se. He's standing in honor of the position that I represent as the Vice President of the Republic of New Africa. So I thank him, and I thank the new Black Panther Party that he represents, and his Commander-in-Chief, Crystal Muhammad, who's a supporter of the Republic of New Africa, said, if you're going to speak today, I'll make sure I send my troops so you be protected today. Now, so let me get back on track. United Nations definition of reparations. 5 forms. Everybody say 5 forms. 5 forms of reparations. Number 1, cessation and non-repetition. Everybody say cessation. I can't hear you. Cessation and non-repetition. That means that the crime that's being waged on us as African people right now has to end. Not only does it have to end, it can happen in the future. So think about that for a minute. We're talking about designing our reparations in such a way that what we're talking about when we talk about George Floyd, when we talk about Rashard Brooks, when we talk about miseducation, when we talk about problems in healthcare and all of those things, we're talking about designing a system where we erase what some people call systematic racism. All of that has to be undone. That's part of reparations, y'all. It's a big challenge that we have on our shoulders to do that. Another form of reparations is compensation. Everybody familiar with that one? Okay, we get paid, we get some money. cut the check. Everybody say cut the check. But it's important, and it's talked about today in terms of the wealth disparities in our community. We can talk a lot about that. And the story, again, I think it was Justin that told the story about how 3 men were killed for less than $40, right? And that economics is important, but we want to dwell on that one. The next one is restitution. Everybody say restitution. Restitution is about restoring people to the way they were before the crime happened. That's a really deep one on a lot of levels, because I'm not sure we're really ready for that one. Because we talk about often in the African American community about the economics and other things. But we have to talk about the repairing of ourselves as African people. That means understanding and reclaiming our African culture and traditions. That means some of us just want to go back to Africa as our form of reparations. Some of us want a separate nation, as I mentioned earlier, for our reparations. Right? Those are some things that are part of restitution. The next one is rehabilitation. Rehabilitation. Everybody say rehabilitation. Rehabilitation deals with the psychological and social and well-being of a people. One of the things that we recently learned about in the reparations movement is something called transgenerational epigenetics. Everybody say transgenerational epigenetics. What is that, Jamoke? What that means is that if my great-great-grandfather witnessed a lynching, he's traumatized by witnessing that lynching. And we were all traumatized when we saw what happened to George Floyd, right? But he's traumatized 3 generations back. It impacts his genes. He passed that on to his to his son, passed it on to his son, passed it on to me. My genes and all of our genes are damaged from the trauma that we witnessed in America, that we've been a part and we experienced in America. That's what transgenerational epigenetics means. What that means is that people say slavery is ended, and that's a question mark. We talk about the prison industrial complex. But what that means is that we wear the scars of slavery in our DNA. People don't understand. We say, okay, COVID-19, a lot of people black people are dying at a higher rate. Well, why is that? Well, we have pre-existing conditions. But why is that? That's the next question. Why are we have a higher rate of diabetes and all these other things that they say cause you to die from COVID-19? That goes back to what I just told you, transgenerational epigenetics. Our system and our immune system has been weakened over generation, over generation, over generation, in addition to us not having the money to go and get health care and those things that we need, right? The last one is satisfaction. Everybody say satisfaction. Satisfaction looks at restoring the dignity of a people. What is it that is needed to restore the dignity of people? Telling the narrative of what people of African descent, the true narrative, what we have contributed to this country. We passed traffic lights all along the way. There wouldn't be a traffic light if it wasn't for a brother named Garrett Morgan, an African-American inventor. We could do a whole class, a whole month-long class on African-American science and invention. That's one part of the contribution. But we have to talk, we talk about satisfaction, looks at special days of commemoration, museums, education, retelling the story of what we have contributed to this world, because that's important, because we know that we even have a problem with how we see ourselves when we talk about Black Lives Matter, as well as how the world sees us because of the lies that have been told about us. So satisfaction. So those are the 5 forms of reparations. And again, there's a couple other things I do want to say, again, because I wanted you, it's important that you have certain information. So we talked about H.R. 40, was mentioned earlier today, but we also have a Senate version. So everybody say SB 1083. So in addition to talking to your congressperson about H.R. 40, we have to talk to our senators, and we have an interesting case in Georgia with 2 Senate races up at the same time. We have to talk to our senators about supporting the Senate version. It's the first time we have a Senate version introduced by Cory Booker. So we have Senate Bill 1083. Everybody say Senate Bill 1083. So that's another thing. How much am I looking on time? Running out. Always never have enough time. But here's the conclusion. Here's the dramatic conclusion. I wish we had some drums because I'm a dance. I need to get my dance on. So grateful that we had the African dance and the libation at the beginning. And so let me say how we're going to show. Let me show you how I'm going to wrap this up. Check this out. If you're any way serious about this movement, there's an organization that, again, that's been doing this work for 30 years. A lot of people say we should have all black organizations and reparation organizations come together. There's already an organization called the National, check this out, Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. It was formed with organizations and individuals. So we ask you to consider, if you're serious about this, the protesting is important, but we have to organize and build together. We have a table over there. You can leave us your contact information. We will get in touch with you, let you know how we can get involved in the Atlanta chapter of Cobra. We have these cards. If you didn't get one, make sure you get one of these, one of these green cards to give you information about Cobra. And stay and get it and find out what we're doing and get in touch with us. We really encourage you to do that. And you know, I'm gonna close out with this. A lot of people used to ask me, often people will ask me, how are we gonna get reparations? Like, you know, that's so far-fetched. We can't do that. What if they say no? And I say, this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We have to teach people about reparations so that they support the reparations demand. Then we have to create the specific reparations demand. And our European American allies out here, I have a word for you, very important. We need you to support this reparations movement. And when people ask you what is reparations, you say, I don't know what reparations is. People of African descent have to determine what reparations is. And whatever they say it is, we support it fully and completely. Whatever they say, that's your response. You support reparations, but you don't try to explain it to all those programs and education. That's not your role. You say you support whatever it is that we say reparations is, fully and completely. That's what your role is, and we thank you for that. And we also ask you to support reparations movement by financially supporting. You're not able to join Cobra, but you can financially support Cobra. And we need a reparations organization, coalition of European allies, which we once had. All right, I lost my point. When I say conversation, you say reparations. Conversation. 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 Reparations. Again, I want to thank Russell, Justin, the organizers of this event, for the Black Agenda Group. Thank the New Black Panther Party for standing strong with me. Thank all of you all for coming out and being a part of this. Again, we have information over there. Our table is set up over there. If you didn't get a green flyer, you can get one of these green flyers from me. Our national convention, it will be a virtual convention, July 30th through August 1st. You can find out more about that again on our website at cobraonline.org. Thank you. Asante, thank you very much.
Y'all give it up for this brother right here.
Make some noise for Jamoki.
All right, we out here to learn, but we also out here to heal.
Let's heal.
And healing is done through music. So I'm gonna bring on a brother on the stage who's been doing this. He just got back from New York. He's just been all over. He's been fighting for our freedom, you know. And he's a very talented artist. Like, he had a song called "I Love Being Black" that you would never hear. That he has a song called "I Love Being Black" that I never heard before this movement, and it's been out for like a year and a half. So you got to think about media and how songs like that don't get out. And so when we have artists that use their music to heal and use it to bring together, just because they not played on the radio or they don't got 1 billion views on YouTube or anything like, doesn't mean that they're not talented. You know what I'm saying? It means that sometimes they might be not put on by the gatekeepers. So we are the audience. We are the people that release it. And I'm glad everybody here is really about this freedom stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people here before was about the party. You really here, you waking up to this freedom stuff. So I want everybody else, we about to keep this energy going. Y'all give it up for my boy Jonathan Lights right now.
Yes, yes, make some noise.
Yes. All right, sing this with me one quick time. I'm going to turn the music on in a second, but turn to the person next to you and say, we need some healing, y'all. Now turn to the other person next to you and say, no, for real, we need some healing, though. So this is how this song goes, and I want you to sing it with me. It goes like, healing, 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 healing. A mind, body, and soul, yes. Mind, body, and soul, yes. Try that with me. 1, 2, 3. Healing, 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 healing. Mind, body, and soul, yes. Mind, body, and soul, yes. Thank you. Let's try it. Can you give me some more volume on the mic, please? Hey. some healing in my life. Someone who cares, like Ronnie cares. Yes, someone who shares. Say all of the joy of family. One who believes we can be free. Yes, we can be free. Say, healing, 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 healing. A mind, body, and soul. Yes, mind, body, and soul. Yes. Say, healing, 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 healing. Mind, body, and soul. Yes. Mind, body, and soul. Yes. I need some incense and some sage. Natural capacity to pray. Live off the line. Yes. Live off the line. Say, let me some oil from the tree. Give me some lavender quickly. Heal from the pain. Yes. Heal from the pain. Say, healing, 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 healing. Mind, body, and soul. Yes. Mind, body, and soul. Yes. Are we gonna turn that music off? Say, healing. Say, mind, body, and soul. Yes. Mind, body, and soul. Yes. Louder. Say, healing, healing. Soul, yes. Mind, body, and soul, yes. Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves. So at this point, I want you to place the name of an ancestor in your head. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to place the name of an ancestor in your head. Now turn to the person next to you and say, be careful who you bring into our space. You have 2 more seconds to bring an ancestor into this space. So I'm going to teach you a chant. We're going to learn a new chant together. This chant was gifted to us by the Black Youth Project 100 chapter of New Orleans. And it goes like this, and we'll sing it together. I'm going to ask you to sing it high, then I'm going to say sing it low. When I say sing it low, call your ancestors out into this space. Bet? Goes like this. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know, I know. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know, I know. All right, let's try it together. 1, 2, 3, and ancestors watching, I know. Louder. Louder. I know. They're watching, ancestors watching, I know. Louder. I know. They're watching, ancestors watching, I know. Louder. Ancestors watching, I know. Louder. They're watching, ancestors watching, I know. Again, ancestors watching. So begin to call your ancestors out into the space. Ancestors watching. Marsha P. Johnson, Ella Baker, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Fannie Lou Hamer. Ancestors watching. Again. Don't forget your grandparents. Don't forget your great-grandparents. All right, bring it up, bring it up. Ancestors watching. One more time. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching. Last time. Ancestors watching, I know they're watching. Ancestors watching, I know. Hold that. Everybody take a deep breath in together. Exhale together. Somebody else take a deep breath in together. Exhale together. So what I want you to do is call out one word of how you feel different after doing the Ancestors Watching chant. Just call out one word to me. Let's go! Let's go. Changing. Uplifted. Inspired. Connected. Love. Respect. United. Stuck together. Sticking together. So look y'all, there's not a recipe to this. There's not a results-based accountability process to making sure we stay connected to each other in this movement. We have to make sure we bring our ancestors and conjure them up and shift the energy in this space so we can come with our full and entire selves. Ashe? Ashe? Ashe, yo. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
I'm sorry, hold on, y'all. Hey, hold up. We about to keep it moving, but man, hey, he got this one song that's an acoustic song called I Love Being Black, man. And I'm telling you, when he plays it, like I cried. When I heard this song for the first time, I was literally in my backyard, and like one of the trees, like when I didn't hear the song, the trees looked regular, but when I looked at the tree, I saw like a black woman outline. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds weird, but like this song was so powerful, and this is one of the reasons why I brought the brother up here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have him do this song, and then we got another speaker coming up, and you know we just gonna keep it going because all y'all make some noise for being the real freedom fighters, man. The real freedom fighters. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going home to no celebration. You know what I'm saying? We not going home to a celebration because we fighting for our freedom. So I appreciate y'all out here, and I want to reach y'all. I'd rather get 40 strong people or I'd rather get 100 strong people than get 1,000 weak people. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all being here, so we're going to keep it moving. You ready to do this, big bro?
So bear with me, y'all. I've been in New York for the last 13 days. I occupy City Hall. Occupying our City Hall, and clap it up because we defunded the NYPD by $1 billion. All right, the guitar's a little low, but we're going to make it work. I said I love being blind. I said I love being blind. I said I love being black. I said I love the color of my skin. 'Cause it's the skin that I'm in. I love the texture of my hair. And I will rock it everywhere. Oh, I said I love being blind. I said I love being blind. I said I love being blind. I said I love. Oh, I love the color of my skin. It's the skin that I'm in. I love the texture of my hair. And I will rock it everywhere. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Y'all make some noise for Jonathan Lights. Hey, was this a good rally? Is this a good rally, right? You know? Can I get a little bit more volume on the mic? We want to shout out. We got a lot of people that came together. For one, Afrocentric Network is a sponsor of this event. So make sure y'all holler at them. They are in the west, like right across the street from the West End Mall. Davis and Bozeman Law, attorney Mawali Davis, they also contributed a lot. And this is the difference between the neighborhood and the community. Like our organization, the Black Agenda Group, we raised this money with 2 weeks. 2 weeks, we raised all this money to put this together, and we crowdsourced it. We went to the people. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to see what happens when we come together and we funnel our money for something together. But I'm really honored to bring this next brother to the stage. This brother is a powerhouse. You know, some people just have it. You know, and some people are gifted and they just have this fight. He's a part of the Shifters. He works with 19 Keys, RZA, Brother Ben X, and personally, we had a conversation last week that just really made me say he has to be here. And he has a very busy schedule. He could have been out of town, but he chose to come here. He just moved to Atlanta. He's huge on social media, but he's not only about social media. Like, he really does this work for real. So I need y'all to give y'all undivided attention, and let's give a reparations rally welcome to Billionaire PA. Make some noise.
Both of your hands up, please. Clap 1 time if you believe in yourself. Clap 2 times if you're going to execute your dreams. And clap 3 times if you love the person next to you. Clap 1 time if you believe in yourself. Clap 2 times if you're going to execute your dreams. And clap 3 times if you really love yourself. You can put your hands down. I appreciate what my brother is doing. He called me and I told him he wanted me to come up here and share my story. And I don't know if many of you are familiar with the work that I do. I'm not much of a talker. I have been blessed to travel around the whole entire world and speak. But this year I decided I'm not speaking as much no more. Because my grandmother once told me that when your work speaks for you, you don't have to open your mouth. So I used to be homeless, and I used to sleep in the back of my truck. Everyone out here has a story. I slept in my truck for 63 straight days. I was homeless 36 months. I wrote 83 books in 63 days. I put a book out that sells for $963.36. And everybody asked me, was it about the money? So, and I wrote a quote that says, money ain't everything, but being broke ain't much either. I wrote another quote in my book that says, never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. I wrote another quote that says, I just tested positive with MTD, motivated transmitted disease. If you touch me, look at me, email me, or hate on me, I will infect you all with motivation. I wrote another quote that says, even if I was blind, I could have told you my future was bright. So, I never did a speech with so many fireworks. But our future is still bright, though. My message for you today is going to be simple and straight to the point. It's from my heart. Get you an S Corp, get you an LLC, and get you a non-profit to write off all the money that you're going to make in your business. I'm going to tell you how I got to where I'm at today. I'm an extravagant, very dramatic individual. I'm happy with the person that I am. I'd rather introduce you to I'd rather tell you who I am and give you the option to leave than stay. My mindset is crazy. As long as you have a brain, as long as you have a mind, you are never broke. This button that I wear right here, it stands for, this button means, if you wear this button, it means you're speaking your dreams into existence. I've been blessed to travel this whole world and build what we call dream walls. And this is where I met this good brother at. Where I go around the world and I paint dream walls that people go to and stand in front of and speak their dreams into existence, because my dream was to paint people while they was living and not when they was dead. Right.
We buy more flowers for dead people than we do for people that's living. That's always been backwards to me. I wrote a quote that says, I love you to life, not I love you to death. I don't want nobody out here to love me so much that you want me to die. No, I love you to life. I don't say, me personally, I will never say that I-C-A-N' breathe. I will say I appreciate your existence. Because I can breathe, and my breath is going to be appreciated. I'm not going to die for you to appreciate me. When Nipsey Hussle died, a lot of artists went crazy painting. We wait on great people to die and then say, oh my God, he was amazing. No, it's amazing people standing right next to you right now. You want me to show you? If you got a dream, raise your right hand. Can you come to the stage for me real quick? Y'all give it up for the good sister right here. Appreciate your existence. How you feeling today? You good? Hey, you weren't expecting this right here today. All right, what's your name? Sam. Sam? Okay, Champagne. How you doing? I appreciate your existence. All right, clap one time for Champagne. Clap 2 times for Champagne. And clap 3 times if you're going to support her dream. So I speak into existence, Champagne, that you're about to speak a very concrete dream into the universe. I speak into existence that you will not use the word C-A-N''. I speak into existence that you will not use the word B-R-O-K-E. You will not use any words that stop the brain from thinking. I wrote a quote that says, if you never understand your worth, people will pay you pennies. I put a book out for $900 because this was my philosophy. I don't ask everybody to believe in my philosophy. I don't know one person that will give $900 for a book and not read it. But I know a bunch of people who will buy your book for $10 and won't even open it. I don't write books not to get read. I don't write books for you to say you supported me. I'm a world changer, not an influencer. That's a big difference. A world changer means I can come into your life and I can change your life for the better. An influencer, I'll give you an example. If you got 3 million followers on Instagram, but you don't have $3 million in the bank, you need to get you a new group of friends. I speak into existence that you're about to speak a very concrete dream into existence. Everybody, I speak into existence that you move in a little bit closer if you don't mind. I speak health over your life. Let's do this for the good sister right here. This isn't for me. This isn't for us. This is for the good sister right here. I'm going to show you how you support somebody's dream in real life. She didn't know this was going to happen, right? I speak into existence that you're about to speak a concrete dream into the universe. When you finish, every single person out here, they're going to clap and they're going to holler for your dream. Because I believe that if we can clap for the Lil Waynes and we can clap for Chris Brown and all of the other celebrities, we can clap with all of the celebrities that's finna be in the future. I don't need nobody to become famous for me to clap for them. I don't need to be on TV for somebody to clap for me. I don't need somebody to pat me on my own back. You can call it arrogance, but arrogance to me means a man who is sure of himself. I don't want nobody standing next to me that ain't sure who they are. If you confused, I'm going to be confused. I don't know who you are. So I'm going to give you the microphone. I want you to speak a concrete dream into existence. And do not say the words that I asked you not to say, or we're going to do 10 push-ups for you.
What's up, guys? My name is Sham. Just want to thank everyone. Thank you guys for facilitating this, organizing this first month. I want to say that. My concrete dream is I want to be a successful... Wait. She said something. I want to be. Oh, you said... Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
I am going to be a successful music artist. I sing and I songwrite, do a little writing on the side. All of that stuff is happening right now, and it will be in the hands of people like you to support. But my concrete dream is to be, I will be a successful music artist. I will be a representation of what this country should and will look like.
Now, I love you to life. I love you to life, not to death. That's the first step of speaking it into existence. The next step is the execution so we can get to the destination of living our dream. Here go the execution. How can we support you in your music? Do you have something? They gave me only 10 minutes. So I'm going to give you about a minute of my time, if you got a song, to share your dream with the world, because it's not about me.
I can do something on the spot. It's nothing. All right. So I actually will be dropping my first single at the end of this month. I've never put out any of my own personal music, but I do have a song that I feel like will be is right for this ambiance, and it's called Brown Skin. Of course, I'm gonna have to do it a cappella, but you guys just vibe with me. Constantly feeling like I'm wasting time, waking up daily searching for a sign. Ain't making sense no more. Someone who understands it's hard to find, but the way that I move is a red design. What you questioning me for? Oh, but I'll be sure to let you know when I got the answers, baby. Put that on waiting, baby. Yeah, I'll be sure to let you know when I got it all figured out. Until then, I'll be here in my brown skin, searching. Until then, I'll be here in my brown skin, searching. Check it. Brown skin, I love me in my brown skin. I know life is just beginning for me. Brown skin, I love me in my brown skin. I know life is just beginning for me. Thank you.
I love you to life. Now, she said that, here's what I want to do. I want to ask you a question, right? How new are you, not how old are you?
How new am I?
Yeah, what's your age?
Oh, 23.
23 years old. She's 23. Can I ask you a question, Champagne? When the last time you actually took the microphone, spoke your dream into existence, and when you finished, people actually clapped for your actual dream?
This is the first, my brother.
Listen to that. But the thing is, I want y'all to process this. Y'all wondering why these young people is out here lost. 23 years old, and it's the first time she stood up on a stage and said a group of people clapped and supported her. You know how many more people that is out here? That's why I'm clapping for my 14-year-old niece. I don't even wear lip gloss, but I'm selling the hell out of her merchandise right now. Because we supposed to be supporting people's dreams. So what I'm going to do is I don't believe that nobody should work for free. I'm going to get your cash app, and I'm going to pay you for the performance right here. And what's your cash app? If anybody else want to send a donation, this is what I mean when I say I'm not an influencer. I'm a whole world changer. Because all this person might need is just a little confidence, a little drive to go even farther with that music. That music was amazing. It wasn't no coincidence that out of all the people, when you live in your purpose, the universe is going to align for me to pull the right person up here. That's why I'm never scared about just randomly calling a person. I don't like nothing script, because going to jail over 20 times before I was 21, that wasn't scripted. So why should this be? That's the power of manifestation. Speak your dream into existence. Sing your dream into existence. Paint your art into existence. Put the price on it that you feel that you're worth. This button, $36.63, because I was homeless 36 months. I slept in my truck 63 days. How can you come in my life and tell me that it ain't worth that? You can't. It's my story. I don't do 1999s. I don't do 2099. Them numbers don't mean nothing to me. When my mother got hit by a truck driver, they told her she would never walk again. When I went to the hospital, a lot of people that have negative things to say about you, they never show up when you're in need. So the reason why I won't send this money to iTunes, The reason why I'm not going to send the money to Spotify to support your music is because when you were struggling, they probably wasn't there with you. But these people want a percentage of your success. I sell my music. I sell music too. $4.44. Put it on my own website. I charge what I want to charge because that's what I'm worth. You don't like it, don't buy it. I don't even give you a sample of it. That's how much I believe in the quality of music that I put out. The goal is to build and cultivate an audience that really supports you. That when I dropped my book, I made a suede custom book. When you put out good music and more good music, people gonna keep buying into you. Nobody's buying the books, nobody's buying the music, people buying you, man. When you a stand-up person, when you tell the truth and you deliver your merchandise on time and it's quality, people gonna keep supporting you. There's not one person out here that didn't feel the passion that you had on this stage, that would not buy your music. So what I say to you is, don't just do the performance, but make sure you ask people and let them know how can they support your dream.
All right, well, that's a beautiful word, brother. Beautiful word. So I guess I'll follow suit and drop and mention my Cash App. If anyone wants to make a donation, I am writing and adapting a music video for my single. So you know, they gotta pay the folk that's gonna be on the crew, right? So my Cash App is $CHAMWOWW ShamWow with 2 W's at the end. That's also my Instagram and Twitter handle if you guys want to give me a follow. Like I said, I will be dropping something very soon at the end of this month. I'm very excited about it. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I love every single one of y'all. Thank you, my brother.
Get a life.
CHAMWO. My bad, baby. Sham. Sham like champagne because I'm popping. CHAMWOWW. Sham Wild, like that tower that came out back in the G. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sham Wild Tower. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. CHAMWOWW. That's also my Twitter and Instagram handle as well. _ Sham Wild.
Appreciate your existence. All right, I'm going to wrap up. With that said, my good brother wanted me to tell y'all where the Dream Wall was at in Atlanta. We just built our second Dream Wall. We welcome everybody. Go to the Dream Wall, record yourself speaking your dreams into existence, and post the video online. You remember the address where it's at?
Right by everybody.
It's everybody is right in the West End area. Yeah. Tell me.
880 Woodrow Street, right off the exit of Cascade, right by Everybody Eats.
And to anybody that want to support the Dream Buttons, if you want to officially tap in and get your Dream Button, you can see me out here anywhere. This is how we actually pay for these Dream Walls that I'm putting up. We got them in South Africa, New York, Los Angeles. If you just look my name up, Billionaire PA on Instagram, I will send you the actual address when I get it because I'm fresh in Atlanta. I just moved here 2 days ago, like literally. So I appreciate all of y'all existence. I love you to life, not to death, and I pray to God that you start speaking positive words over the people that's in your life, man. Tap in with me, love you to life. Well,
did y'all get something from this brother right now? Did y'all get something from him? You know what I'm saying? This is actually things that's deposited into your world, into your spirit, you know. We're going to keep the show moving because I know it's getting late. And thank you for all my people that's still out there. If you're still out here ready for freedom, make some noise. You ready for freedom? You're fighting for freedom? Are we tired? Are we tired? Are we tired? All right, cool. So I'm about to bring up this young sister who really needs no introduction. She's been around freedom fighting her whole life. Her legacy was built on freedom fighting when it comes to police brutality. I don't know if you heard of a little group called NWA. Y'all heard of NWA before? So, you know, she has a legacy before her, and she's passing it down. Her father is Eric Wright of NWA, you know what I'm saying? And she is not just living in that. She's passing it around, and I've seen her march on almost every rally I was at. She was at the front lines, you know what I'm saying? So y'all give it up for this black woman right here. Y'all give it up for Remarkable right now. Make some noise.
Y'all hot? Y'all tired? Y'all not tired. Y'all don't look tired. So my brother asked me to come out here and speak. And I'm like, you gonna put me on the spot and I'm tired, but it's okay, I'm never tired for y'all. So what's really important was on my heart. I heard a lot of people speak. I don't know how I'm supposed to come after that. That was amazing. I gotta go write some notes down. I'm gonna go home and take some of these notes. But what I really didn't hear and what I want to touch on, like Brother Russell said, the legacy. It's so important to pass down the proper legacy. I grew up in poverty despite of who my father was. I've been homeless. I've been in foster care. I didn't had to borrow electricity from the neighbors with an extension cord. Any of y'all had to ever do that? That's some crazy stuff. I've seen it all, right? I've been through it all. We are all just alike. We have all the same struggles. But teach our children how to break that chain, how to break that lineage of we got to get it how we can. No, we don't. Help each other out. Tell us how we get it. I hate the slogan, the game ain't free. It should be. If I know something, you should know something. It should not be anyone in this place that needs help with something and one of us can't help. If it's knowledge, if it's a resource, if it's just, hey man, you can do it. I don't know how to do it, but you can do it. Encouragement, giving confidence. It's so many people that know so much and are so talented, but they don't have the confidence because we're always told that we can't. Like you said, take that word out your vocabulary. That's non-existent because we can and we will. I teach my sons so much. We learn to stay in a child's place, right? That's what our grandma, aunties always told us, stay in a child's place. But no more that when it comes down to understanding financial wealth, mental health. That's so important. Teach these children. Because when we gone, they got to teach the next generation. And we didn't have our forefathers, us, our kids, they ain't going to have nothing. We can't let what we're doing right now, and again, this is not a movement. Understand, this is not a civil rights movement anymore. This is a revolution. Okay? So no more movements. This is for life. Hold everybody accountable. Teach everyone. That's so important. Knowledge is power. Being here tonight, hearing everyone speak is power. When you have that power in you, no one can defeat you at all. Understand how much power you have in you. We come from kings and queens. When y'all see the kings and queens on Disney Channel and movies, they're not the right ones. We were the first ones. Understand where your lineage comes from. And that's everybody. That's everybody. We all come from Africa. We all come from a place that has so much power. And now we spread throughout the world to give that power to everybody. But we have to empower each other. Because this revolution is not going to happen overnight. This is not going to be just this summer of 2020 because COVID's here and we ain't got nothing else to do. This is going to continue. Do not stop fighting. Do not give up. This is so important because things will change. We don't work on our time. We work on God's time at all times. So understand, we got to put in the work so he can work for us because we all working together. So the lineage is important. That baby girl right there, she's important. Pour into her. Tell her y'all love her. You're beautiful. Tell your kids they're beautiful. Because you are beautiful. Raise them up to know that they're princesses and princes and they will be kings and queens. Because that's what we're supposed to do. So I appreciate y'all standing here. It's 4th of July, quote unquote, right? Quote unquote. We weren't independent when they had their independence. But today, we fight for equality. We fight for knowledge. Reparations. We fight for those because we built this on our backs. But we can build our communities, though. We got to start in the communities. We can build our communities. Like the brother said, let's cash app her. ShamWow _ CHAMWOWW. Cash app. Money sign. ShamWow. I'll send her some money. I'm an artist, too. And I know how hard it is to put out a music video. When you got talent like that, why are we not supporting that? That makes no sense, right? So support each other. Tell them what your goals are. Tell them what your business are. I find out so many people are doing so many things. I'm like, dang, why you didn't tell me? I want to support. Do that. Open your mouth. Ask for help. We're too prideful sometimes. Stop being prideful. Stop. We brothers and sisters, all of us, every last one of us. So let's work. Let's work. This is a job. This is not some, oh, I ain't got nothing to do. No. This happens now and forever. Love one another. Pour into them. Just like y'all pour into food and celebrities. We are the celebrities. We are. You are. You are. Treat each other like that. When someone walk in the room, hello, God bless you, good morning, good afternoon. No more frowns. We happy people. And we loving people. I need y'all to do that. That's my challenge to y'all. This is not a movement. This is a revolution. Understand that. God bless y'all.
Yeah. That's that music right there for the movement. We got some more of that music for the movement. But first, we want to thank everybody again for coming out. My name is Justin Murray. I'm a co-chair of the Black Agenda Group. Everybody is here is welcome to follow us at The Black Agenda Group on Instagram. You can send emails to theblackAgendaGroup@gmail.com. You know, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the vision of my co-chair, right? He said, bro, we need to do a rally for reparations. We have been talking about what reparations means for us and for black people. And we were like, we really wanted to increase the awareness around it. And we had some talks. We were involved in some other marches. We were really getting our activism on. And he was like, nah, we got to do a rally for reparations. So he started with his vision. He shared it with me. He started pushing all the right buttons. We started to galvanize people around the matter. And I want you guys to make some noise. We're about to close this thing out. But I want to reintroduce my homeboy, my brother from another mother, my longtime friend, Russell Trotter, and co-chair of the Black Agenda Group. Brother Russell. That's right, y'all can make some noise for him. You feel that energy, brother? You feel that energy? Go get him, God.
If I can bring up some of the members of the Black Agenda Group, if y'all don't mind, Tiffany, Lola, Britt, Sean. Y'all, if y'all can come up real quick. Y'all come on stage real quick. I want to introduce these people because it's really important that, you know, we give credit to the team. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, people, like, get caught up in you know, this isn't about me. So I just want to introduce y'all to the BAG, the Black Agenda Group, and y'all give it up for everybody to help put this together. And so when I was in 5th grade, my mom went to Africa, right? And she brought me back a hand-woven bag from, was it Senegal, Mom? That's my mom right there. Y'all give it up for my mom right there. And she brought me back a hand-woven bag from Senegal. And immediately, you know what I'm saying, I was like, well, I wish I had a Tommy Hilfiger or a polo, but you know what I'm saying, it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So I took the bag to school. And I was embarrassed, man. It was ingrained embarrassment for having something Afrocentric. I was not taught this embarrassment. I learned this embarrassment. I was embarrassed to wear an authentic bag from Africa, hand-woven from the queens and kings from Africa. I was embarrassed to be my authentic self. As I wore this bag in elementary school, the kids made fun of me. The kids made fun of me because we're used to being a version of ourselves that was created by someone else. Hey, whoever's talking in the back, can you please be quiet?
when I wore this bag, and when I went home, I put this bag into another bag because I was embarrassed, and I was learning a school system of America that taught me to like what they created. It taught me to like the brands that they loved. I wasn't in my bag. They taught me to chase capitalism and individualism, and that's going to give me the hope and the power, the chase. I wasn't in my bag. I was taught that the main way of success is only through individualism and not community. I wasn't in my bag. But something strange happened during coronavirus where you got disassociated from the network. You got disassociated from the program. You got reconnected with who you really are. Jill Scott Heron said the revolution won't be televised. He wasn't talking about TV. The revolution's in your mind right now. If you see it, then you can be it. If you feel it, then you can will it. When you look in the mirror and you say, I'm a king. When you look in the mirror and say, my people went through 400 years of slavery. My people went through Jim Crow. My people went through land grants. My people went through everything, and I'm still standing right now. Ain't no power in a gun. Ain't no power in a gun. We got leaders that came behind us, man. Imagine if Martin Luther King lived to be 73. Imagine if Malcolm X lived to be 80. Imagine if Fred Hampton lived to be 40 years old, bro. So don't tell me we free. Because now I'm in my bag. And I ain't talking about money, bro. I'm talking about wealth of self. You can't deposit that in a bank account, but I can deposit into your spirit right now. When I seen that video of George Floyd, I turned into an instant revolutionary. I turned into an instant freedom fighter. I turned into an instant leader of my community because I got a bigger bag to carry. I'm carrying my ancestors. I'm carrying a history that was stolen from us. I'm in my bag. I'm carrying the weight of a people that's living in a country where you are refugees. I didn't ask to come here. My ancestors didn't ask to come here. So when I say Africa, you say America. Africa? 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 Now can you see it? Can you see you going to Delta, going to Hartsville, you getting your ticket, you buying a ticket to Africa, America. You flying to Africa, America, the same way you fly to Jamaica, the same way you fly to Haiti, the same way you fly to St. Thomas, the same way you fly to Hawaii. All these lands have their cultures. We need our own land. And listen, man, the revolution's in your head. This is why my eyes are closed. Because I see it, man. I can touch it, man. I can touch when second graders are learning about Mansa Musa. Third graders are learning about Queen Sheba. Fourth graders are learning about Assata Shakur in the curriculum. How are we going to have a statewide curriculum of a curriculum that is designed to keep us down? How the hell are we going to sign off on that? Reparations will repair a nation. But you got to pay up. This is what happened when we have conversations that's power conversations. We ain't talking just chit-chat. We ain't gossiping. We ain't just on the side. We ain't just no Twitter influencers. This is what we do. We in our bag. We came for the check, and we came to check. So I'm so glad I get to speak to the people that stayed, man. You know what I'm saying? We put a lot of work in putting this together. We put this together in 2 weeks. I remember Lola, like, we tried to put it together for a week. Lola was like, I don't know, like, we only got a week now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you in your bag, you know what I'm saying? But we put this together. I see Miss Love out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of donors out there that contributed to this, and I want y'all to make some noise for them. And the whole point, man, is to educate, man, and just, like, to know our power, man. Like, this, I would not be up here if I didn't conquer my own demons first, you know what I'm saying? And really, you know, study and read and sit back and understand who I am as a black man and understand black men ain't free in America. You know what I'm saying? I don't work with the highest of the highest in hip-hop, and I still was chasing more. That's why we always chasing more, because we want our own. We always going to be chasing no matter how much you get, because the richer you get, the less black it get. So then you living in a whole nother world where you got to pretend you just escaped something. Now you got to pretend to be somebody else. You got to pretend to fit in these rooms and to cross your legs like this and to laugh like this and to act like it's okay. No, I ain't okay. I want to be in a room of people that know I ain't okay. So I want to share myself not being okay so we can work on me not being okay, because I ain't okay. And it's about unlearn, relearn, strategize, execute. That's the slogan of the Black Agenda Group. And first we got to unlearn everything they taught us. We got to unlearn the image they taught us. We got to unlearn the family structure, because it's really like Frankenstein. They trying to use the media to create a version of us. Bro, why y'all think the top 10 songs of hip-hop got to be about drugs, got to be about killing ourselves? And we are the ones to influence and pass the message down. We the one making this shit cool. Listen, everybody. Hip-hop culture is not your culture. African-American is your culture. You have to separate a music genre that is mostly created by white men that are funneling any message. You can put money behind any message and make it cool. I know it. I managed $125 million last year. So when we talk about reparations, man, we saying we want a change that's really going to change us. You know what I'm saying? Like, really going to change us. When you go to, like Brother Justin said, you go to New York, you see Little Italy. You go to San Francisco, you see Chinatown. Where's Little Africa America? It's not Brooklyn. Brooklyn gentrified. Pittsburgh about to be gentrified. West End about to be gentrified. Where's our land? Martin Luther King. Last 2 years he was speaking about reparations. He's talking about America gave land grants, 200 acres and $20,000. to immigrants while we were Americans. So I know, like, we get emotional, man, but, like, we got to learn and we got to strategize. So I really, like, is super proud right now, man, like, of everybody that put this together, and I'm super proud of y'all. And, yes. And I want everybody to get their phone out and please follow the Black Agenda Group, because we're going to do events like this a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like one of our demands is that we're getting $125 million to fund positive African American images. So what does that mean? Universal, you want to profit off the death of black people, you got to pay up. Republic, you got to pay up. Interscope, you got to pay up. Atlantic, you got to pay up. If you're going to profit off the death and destruction of our people and make that cool to this 6-year-old child and feel like he's singing about Molly when he's 5 years old, you damn sure going to cough up some money. And we ain't talking about no little money. Like my boy PA said, we coming for the check. So we trying to raise $125 million by next year. So that means if you have an artist, or if you have a billboard, or if you have anything that promotes the African American image in a positive light, we are going to be the bank for that. And it's not about having, oh, it was a cool black family in that Adidas commercial. Yay. Oh, okay, that was a cool character in that show. No, we want a complete African American campaign on you know what I'm saying, on Broadway, on Times Square, that's just beautiful black people, period. No brand, no logo, nothing. Just beautiful black people, because y'all took our image for us. So you about to pay back. Because I want my daughter to see these commercials, and the only thing that she sees is just a general market ad where all the money goes to. So if y'all can follow us on Instagram, if y'all want to donate to us, we're on Cash App. It's cash $RRINT. If anything, like, you know, want to come. I go by the name of Brother Russell. Before we leave, we're going to have a performance by one of our own, and we have these balloons. So instead of doing fireworks, we're going to lift the balloons up, and we're going to have a lighting ceremony for our ancestors that were enslaved during the July 4th. You know what I'm saying? Because as a black man, it's hard for me to celebrate independence where the private prison corporations, you know what I'm saying? Khalif Browner was locked up for a year because he couldn't afford a lawyer. A lot of black men, why y'all think Stop Snitching is so big? Because they make these black men either choose your family or you got to get off or less years or whatever. But it's like, what? That's not freedom. Well, you got to bargain your freedom just because you don't have money. That's not freedom, bro. That's slavery. That means if you don't have money, you're going to go to jail if you can't afford this tip-top lawyer, or you got to make a deal. That is not freedom. So we got to think about the people that's not here, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple folks locked up for things that is very trivial. But because they can't afford a lawyer or afford that type of defense, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? And leaders. So, I think Tiffany want to say something real quick. And then we're going to pass out these balloons. And then we're going to have a special performance by Latrice. All right? I go by the name Brother Russell. You can follow me on Instagram at The Hustle Brand. And I really appreciate y'all. This was a dream come true. It was beautiful. Everybody came together. We want to thank COBRA, National Association of Reparations Coalition. And so, yeah. All right, cool. Hold on. This is Tiffany, by the way.
Hey, guys. Hey, what's up? Peace and love to everybody that came out today. I appreciate the love and the peace that's going on. I just want to say that the incident that happened earlier, do not let it, get you guys. Because we, at the end of the day, we push love and peace. And they did not even get into a fight. They was just, we're passionate as people, and women especially. So when we get into arguments, people always think we finna fight and we finna get into it and da-da-da. Like, no, we're not. She went back there, she talked to her, and it went well, and it's all about love. At the end of the day, like, we're gonna argue, we're gonna get upset, da-da-da-da-da, all that stuff. Yeah, it happens. But at the end of the day, just understand, because that's what it's about. It's about the understanding and the compassion. You gotta have compassion for the people around you. And you got to understand where they're coming from as people. Because we're all here for love, and we're all here for unity, and we're all here to change the things that this system keep pushing and pushing every single day. It needs to stop. And we're out here to stop it. So I'm so appreciative for the people that stayed and, just did not go nowhere. It was a lot of love. And I just want to also say that you guys need to look into vetoing 838. If you guys don't mind calling your legislators and the people in your district and your representative, please, 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 I can't stress it enough, to call them about 838, because they're trying to stop people from protesting in the legislative office right now. That bill states that if we are out here peaceful protesting and one little person come through and throw something, then a police officer can sue everybody for that incident. And that is messed up. And they passed the hate bill, but they attached that bill to it. And like to sneak it in there. Like nobody would have saw it. And also SB 402 also, they're trying to not give minors to get out of jail like signature bonds. They can't do that. They wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, it's messed up. They have to pay cash bail to get out. So it's just, oh my God, it's crazy. And it's so many bills and things that people need to veto. The governor needs to veto. Like, you need to call Governor Kemp to veto these bills. It's crazy out here. Like, man, I can't stress it enough, y'all, that we are fighting a real fight. And they are all about their pockets getting fatter and fatter, and the wealthy are getting richer and richer. And it's not about the people anymore. They dehumanize people in prison and jails. Tell them they ain't shit every day. You know what I'm saying? It's so messed up. And the 13th Amendment, slavery still exists in the 13th Amendment. In the Constitution. Oh my gosh. So please call your governor and your representative and these legislators. We're going to be at City Hall every single day until they change these laws, these policies, and that U.S. Constitution that's keeping our people down every day. You built a foundation that we can't even free ourselves from. What kind of messed up situation is that? That's all I had to say, y'all. Because peace and love, y'all.
Follow us on Instagram, the Black Agenda Group, spelled traditionally. Check it out. Latrice, you ready? Y'all welcome to the stage, co-member of the Black Agenda Group, Queen Latrice.
What's up, y'all? Y'all doing all right? Make y'all can stand as long as I did. All right, so we actually we good on the video? Okay, we're gonna play a video, my music video. I just dropped it for a record I have called "Make It Home Safe." Move up just a little bit more. I just want to be out the way so y'all can actually see it, you know. But in this video, I've been out protesting. My friends have been out protesting since the beginning. All of this is original footage from the protest. None of this is footage from the news. None of this is stuff that we took from anybody else's social media. My friends all came together, and we all created this amazing, amazing video, and I hope you guys love it. All right, let's get it, guys. 1, 2, 3. Turn me up a little bit. Thank you. Not bad, man. Protect yourself from wealth and fame. I've been thinking about you all day. I'm hoping that you make it home safe. I can't think about the wrong things. Step to jail, protect yourself from wealth and fame. I refuse to view it their way. Who says we gotta do what they say? You gotta keep your head up always. To live in hell we cannot fail. Due to our current situation, we gotta have this conversation. What would you want me to do if maybe one day it's you on every other news station? I cannot imagine getting that phone call. Let me know my brother, he's gone. So what will it take to stop this? What will it take to drop it? What will it take for our country to move past all this pain? Where is the change that they marched for, change that they fought for? Where is the change that they marched for, change that they fought for? that you make it home safe. I can think about the wrong things. Let the jail protect yourself from often pain. I refuse to view it their way. Who says we gotta do what they say? You gotta keep your head up always. To living hell, we cannot fail. Let's make the change. Yeah, I've been watching you, boy. See you moving, see you moving. I see you making it shake. Keep up that good work. The hustle, it comes first. And together we can do any weather we can. It's time to show love to our black men. So what will it take to stop this? What will it take to drop it? What will it take for our country to move past all this pain? Where is the change that they march for, change that they fought for? Where is the change that we march for, change that we fight for? I cannot imagine getting that phone call, letting me know my baby is gone. I've been thinking about you all day, I'm hoping that you make it home safe. I can't imagine how long things. No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine now. I refuse to view their way. Because we gotta do what they say. You gotta keep your head up always. Living how we cannot fail. Let's make the change. It's a change that they march for, change that they fight for. There is a change that we march for, change that we fight for. We ain't did shit. As a people, we account for $1.35 trillion a year. Collectively, we make the least and spend the most. Stop spending our money on this system. It will not have the power to oppress us. I feel it coming, celebration of change is near. No more shackles and chains, baby, our time is here. I feel it coming, celebration of change is near. No more shackles and chains, baby, our time is here. I feel it coming, celebration of change is near. No more shackles and chains, baby, our time is here. I feel it coming, celebration of change is near. No more shackles and chains, baby, our time is here. Hoping that you make it home safe. Don't let me go away. I refuse to view it their way. Who says we gotta do what they say? Who says we gotta do what they say? To living how we cannot fail. Let's make the change. You're a superhero. You're a king. We're not going for the messages. And especially to my young folks, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Listen, man, if you're educated and you go into a club and you sing your music about self-hate, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Because when these clubs open back up, we demand it. Any club that's playing self-hate music, we marching and we shutting it down. You better play some instrumentals and you better play something that's empowering the people. Unlearn what they told you. You gotta relearn what we already did. We don't gotta reinvent the wheel, but let's throw some G's on that thing. Let's throw some rails on that thing so that you can wake up. So this little sister right here, she knows about Asada Shakur. You know what I'm saying? She knows about Angela Davis in second grade. I need a required education for all children that teaches the real facts about African American history.
Thank y'all so much. And I also want to give a big thank you to Brother Russell, Questions with Cree, as well as T.I. for those amazing messages. Again, that was all original footage. Thank y'all so much. We doing this? Okay, cool. Let's go. Thank you.
Man, y'all see what happened when this music is healing, you know what I'm saying? And it's really music that really is good for us. If you feel it in your spirit, y'all give it up one more time for this young sister right here. So before we put these balloons up, I'm gonna bring my mom. I gotta give credit to my parents. My father's here in the audience as well, for giving me a good foundation and teaching me about these things at a young age. You know, for helping me develop into a man. So she's gonna lead us in a prayer, you know, for our ancestors, and then after that, we're gonna